First, this monster right here. A lot of people are scared of the butternut squash soup I mentioned earlier because the skin is so waxy. And if you don't have a good peeler, you gotta use a knife. So I'll show you how to use a knife. One. Next one, another 2 inches, all right? 2. And then we're just gonna put this part to the side. First one, all right? We're gonna cut off the top. Just like thus, throw that away. And next, what you wanna do is take your knife and start about midway through. You're just gonna carve straight down onto the board, all right? So I'm gonna start here. Let me get this out of your way so you can see it. Boom. All right, so we got this. We're gonna go right here and just cut straight down, all right? Boom. All right, so that's one part. The next part we'll slice is the fat part. So this part right here. This part has the seeds, which also makes people a little bit scared, but don't you fret, because it's the same exact motion. So what I'm gonna do is start right here, all right? Boom. You just cut straight down, boom. All right, I'm not gonna bore you the whole time doing this. So what we're gonna do is just cut down the middle. Get to this part. We'll deal with this part right here for now. So what I do is I actually cut these into squares. And so we got this top, boom, boom, and we got our cube right there. Add that to a bowl. All right? Same thing. Cut that up. Boom, boom, boom. Add that to a bowl. Also with my butternut squash soup, I like to add carrots because of the body. Like it adds a nice texture to it. And when you bite into it, it's not super watery. Like you want some kind of body to it so that when you're eating some soup, you know you're eating some soup instead of just eating some water that's colored orange, all right? Then I'll cut these in 3 parts. So 1, 2. Usually the lower part is a lot skinnier, so you could just throw that in. But the top part is the part that'll take a long time to cook if you don't cut it down the center. So I'll just half that and throw it in. Butternut squash. It's gonna absorb a lot of flavors, all right? And you wanna add a little bit of liquid to it so that it's smooth. So what I like to do is first, I'll start it off with some salt, all right? So we got the salt. We got a little bit of smokiness in our cinnamon, all right? So I'll say about a teaspoon of that. Cardamom. We can pour a little bit in there. To complement the cardamom, I actually add ginger, all right? So we got a little bit of grated ginger, which we'll add about a teaspoon as well. Next, 3 cloves of garlic, all right? And what I do with this, I'll bring this back, is I'll just smash these. You just add it right to it. Because at the end, it really doesn't matter because I'm gonna bind all this up with an immersion blender, all right? The garlic, I add a little bit of bite to it, which I like. Like I said, this thing is, all it is just a pot of flavor. So any flavors that you like, if you wanna take some stuff out, if you wanna add some stuff to it, go ahead. But the basis of it, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of garlic. Next, we got some maple syrup. So we'll add about a teaspoon of that. Shallots are next. But the crazy thing is, to this, we also gonna add some onion as well. So we got our yellow onion, we got our shallot as well, nutmeg. Do this, and we're good. We got our coconut oil, rosemary. So we add all of that stuff in there, just like that, all right? And next, we add our liquids. So we got a little bit of white wine. I use Chardonnay, little bit of vegetable stock as well. And so literally all you're looking for is this. That's all you're looking for. And the smell of it is great because you'll get all of those flavors combined into one pot. And what I'll do, all right, is add this to a pot Or if you have like an aluminum pan with a cover, you add that to it, put some foil over it, make sure you cover it, and then pop it in the oven at 400 degrees. I would say about 45 minutes to an hour, or until the vegetables are tender, all right? In here is literally what we have right here, all right? The best part about wine is that it actually reduces down. And so you'll see, like, we started off with a good amount of liquid, but after a certain amount of time, the liquid will actually condense. And what you're left with is this. All I'm gonna do now is just use an immersion blender, blend this up right in here, and we're done. But before that, we add our coconut milk. So we'll add a little bit of that to it. Take this, I put it on high. So you got two settings, low and high, right here. Just add this right to it. Blend it all up. And now, before you serve this to anybody and it's nasty, this is the part where you add on to your seasonings, okay? So what I'm gonna do is actually just taste this, see if it's good. All right. I like it. There we go. Boom. I don't even have to add anything to it. All right, boom. There we go. We're all done here.